ring! I don't understand. I took the box out of the safe just before I gave it to you.
One?
Was the ring inside the box?
I didn't check it. It was a private gift for the young lady.
Two?
It's been stolen. Call the police.
The police? But this is going to give my club a terrible reputation.
Three?
Poirot, help!
Et voilà.
There it is.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby, and today we are going to be wrapping up our coverage of this summer's Next Fest with a demo for a game that I am both incredibly excited to play and incredibly nervous about playing. Because yeah, today we are going to be checking out Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile. Now I'm going to give you guys fair warning in advance. There's actually pretty good odds that I am going to be incredibly hypercritical about this game. Because yeah, you guys might not know it, but I am actually a massive fan of Agatha Christie. In fact, she is one of the few authors that actually has her own dedicated bookshelf in my collection. Yeah, Dame Agatha is hands down the single greatest mystery writer who ever lived, and out of all of those mysteries that she wrote, Death on the Nile is quite possibly my favorite. So yeah, I am going to try and keep an open mind with this, because I do know that this is a little bit of a reimagining, and they are introducing new characters like the private detective lady up there next to Poirot. But yeah, this is one of my all-time favorite mysteries we're talking about here, so hopefully they don't make a hash of it. Alright, well, I tell you what, I think I'm done waffling. I think my soul is as prepared as it's ever going to be. So let's jump in. Oh my god, this is going to be Agatha Christie with disco in it. Chez Ma Tante Nightclub, London, 3 August 1974, 11 p.m. Yeah, another thing you might not know about Digby is I am a huge fan of disco. Ah, there's our private detective lady. Hello, Poirot.
Poirot, over here!
Okay, go say hello to Mr. Blondin. Gotcha. Hello.
Poirot, my friend!
Blonda, it is always a pleasure to see you.
Let me get you a drink. On the house, of course. What will you have?
At Chez Ma Tante, in 1957, as always.
1957, the year the club opened. Music to my ears. Harry, a 57 for my friend.
Right away, boss.
I'm sorry, but I must leave you to prepare for a special event. We'll talk later.
Okay, well he's only about 3 lines into it, but I am actually really digging the guy that's playing Poirot.
Mr. Poirot? I'll let you in on a secret. I'm your biggest fan. It was you who inspired me to become a private detective.
How can I have done such a terrible thing?
My name is Jane Royce.
Enchanté.
You might think of me as a beginner, but I have solved a few cases.
Bravo, mademoiselle. Tell me.
The one I'm most proud of is the Hungry Sand Trap.
Ah, the golfer who vanished after making the miraculous shot. An interesting puzzle indeed.
Alright, so see to open the characters menu. You can now fill in each box with the information you have obtained during the dialogues. The profile is validated when all the information is correct. It may take several chapters to get all the information on a character. Okay. If you need to remember some information, you can access this character's dialogue history by pressing F. Alright, well, I know for a fact her first name was Jane. Oh, it's going to make me do the history. Hold on. Okay, what will you have? Blah, 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 blah. Right away, boss. Yes, he's Jane Royce. Okay, confirm. Oh, go back, actually. Character profiles are optional and can be completed at any time.
Congratulations!
Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for interrupting your evening, but I have a very good reason. I have a surprise for the most beautiful woman in this room. Lynette Ridgway.
There she is. Kind of
Lynette,
weird seeing her blonde,
you
though.
have stolen my heart. How can I prove how much you mean to me? But with this,
Dude, the box is empty.
empty box? What is this? Where's the ring? Where's the ring?
I don't understand. I took the box out of the safe just before I gave it to you.
One,
Was the ring inside the box?
I didn't check it. It was a private gift for the young lady.
two,
It's been stolen. Call the police.
The police? But this is going to give my club a terrible reputation.
three,
Poirot, help!
et voilà.
There it is.
You've got to help me. A ring has been stolen from my office.
I had noticed the uproar, mon ami. I will see what I can do.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure that finding the ring will be child's play for you.
What do you think, Jane? You want to come with me and help?
Well, Jane, looks like you're going to see your idol in action. Such a beautiful emerald. What a shame to see it go to waste.
Mr. Poirot, this is Emmy Duns, my friend and partner in detection.
Nice to meet you, Monsieur Poirot. Jane has told me a lot about you. If I were a criminal, I'd hate to have you after me.
You flatter me, mademoiselle. Hopefully my poor talents may be helpful. If you'll excuse me, I have a ring to find.
Also, how did she know that it was an emerald? Alright, new mystery, the missing engagement ring. Now I'm going to assume we have to go to what's-his-name's office, which is probably upstairs. Okay, interrogate Charles Windlesham. Tabbed over the mind map. Oh, okay, we're going to be making connections and stuff as well. You have discovered a new objective. It is represented by the blue icon and guides you in your investigation. Oh, and he is Charles Windlesham, not Simon, which makes me happy. Okay. First thing to do is interrogate the victim of the theft.
Good evening, your lordship, I believe.
I have no time for socializing. I've just been robbed.
I had noticed, monsieur. No need for the police and publicity just yet, I think. I am Hercule Poirot, and I intend to help you find your ring, if you will permit me.
Oh, really? Hercule Poirot himself? Windlesham. My name is Charles Windlesham. Enchanté.
We're not going to bother with small talk. We are on the case. I would like to know about the ring, please.
Tell me about this ring.
It was an engagement ring. I planned to propose to Miss Ridgway. I gave it to Mr. Blondin earlier this evening.
Why did you give him the ring?
I didn't want to carry it all evening and possibly lose it.
How'd that work out for
Blondin
you?
put it in a safe in his office behind the bar.
Did you see him put it in the safe?
Yes, I was with him when he put it away, and I'm sure the ring was in the box. I was also there when he opened the safe and took it out. Then I held the box in my hand until the announcement. There's no chance that anyone could have stolen it after I retrieved it from the safe.
Okay, so the ring was stored in the safe. It was no longer in the box when Gaston Blondin took it out, I'm guessing. Alright, what do we got? Ring was no longer in the box when you took it out of the safe. You can now link 2 facts together. Start by selecting a first fact. Okay, so we do have the 2 facts. You want me to go... Okay, we have selected first fact. You've entered a fact node. Select another fact and try to link them. Okay, how do I do that? What do we got? Alright, so it's Lynette Ridgway was upstairs at the time of the proposal. Windlesham's engagement ring disappeared. The ring was no longer in the box. What can we deduce from this? The ring was stolen from the safe, actually. If it was in the box when it went into the safe, it wasn't in the box when it came out of the safe. Pretty good odds it was swiped from the safe. Okay, so we can go inspect the office, and we can go talk to the bartender. You know what, let's start with the bartender, I guess. Again, small talk. I'm actually half tempted just to find out what it is. Well, you know what, let's try it.
How are you getting on?
I'm very busy as usual, but everything's fine, thank you.
I absolutely love your hair, my friend. Okay, so small talk is essentially absolutely just that. Alright, dude, talk to me about the ring.
I'm sure you've heard that a ring has been stolen from the safe in Monsieur Blondin's office.
I didn't know anything about the ring. I've just heard that there's been a theft, but I didn't leave the bar all evening. I didn't see anyone enter the storeroom.
Who said that's where it was stolen from? Alright, tell me about the proposal.
Did you know about the proposal?
No, not at all.
Oh, no, this is apparently the storeroom, where we keep all the records. What do we got? We got Disco Fever Syndicate. To the rhythm of the disco, love, 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 dancing again. And then we got Aubin Maller.
Blondin has a vast collection of popular music. Everything from the 50s to today.
So what about this one?
The names of dances today are a mystery even I cannot solve.
Well, I tell you what, the Funk Fusion Orchestra sounds like it would be a really cool album. So how are we going to get the code here? Alright, it's not on the dartboard. Somebody missed the dartboard by about a mile. Hopefully that wasn't a terribly expensive painting. Well, I suppose we could just go out and ask the guy what the code to the safe is. Or not. Apparently I'm not allowed to talk to him anymore. Okay, well, let's go re-interview this dude. Yeah, tell me about the proposal, please.
Who knew you were going to propose?
I asked Miss Southwood to help me choose the ring, as she knows Lynette's tastes well. She recommended an emerald. Mr. Blondin also knew. He had laid on extra champagne for the announcement.
So, 3 possible suspects. Monsieur Windlesham himself, Miss Southwood, the friend, and poor Blondin. An emerald ring. Not the first stone many would expect. It would seem there may be one more suspect.
Yeah, she's the one I actually twigged early on as the thief, I think. Okay, let's go back to the mind map. Okay, we've got the 3rd suspect. Hopefully that's the, what's-her-name, friend of the private detective there. You've discovered a new workshop. It is represented by the orange icon with a puzzle piece. Complete the proposed activities to progress the investigation. Oh god, okay, what do we got? Charles Windlesham and Gaston Blondin knew about the proposal. Who else knows about the ring? Well, she does, because she mentioned it was an emerald, even though she technically shouldn't have known. So yeah, I am kind of curious how she came by that particular fact.
Wonderful. Mademoiselle Duns mentioned an emerald earlier. That means she's...
Exactly. See, I told you so.
Precisely. Is that applause I hear?
Alright, let's go have a chat with her.
There is something you could help me with. If I remember correctly, you alluded to the ring earlier and said it had an emerald in it. How did you know that?
I wondered if you'd catch that. But I didn't steal it. I was at the bar when Mr. Windlesham showed it to Mr. Blondin. When he got ready to propose, I realized it must have been the ring I saw.
I'll tell you what, you're still awfully suspicious.
Were you near the bar during the proposal?
No, I was on the dance floor. Then I came back to the bar.
And you didn't see anything in particular during the evening?
I don't know if it means anything. But I saw that brown-haired young woman coming out of the storeroom with a record under her arm. Anyone missing an LP?
Okay, eavesdrop on the woman on the dance floor. Alright, I am definitely down to be a...
Nasty little eavesdropper.
When eavesdropping is available, press E to start it.
But, you know... Not really. Well, maybe later. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I think.
Okay, once properly positioned, you can start eavesdropping by pressing E. I tell you what, I really like that little mini-game.
I love you, Simon. I'm really looking forward to our trip in Egypt together.
So am I. But after this trip,
Ooh,
we completely
there,
broke.
Simon.
Don't worry.
Which
Lynette
means
will
that
give you
must
a
be
job.
Jackie.
She's my friend. She can't run her estate by herself. I'm sure she'll hire you as the manager.
I hope so. We're barely getting by on your archivist's salary.
Okay, well, I don't know if she's the thief or not, but I definitely know who she is.
Poirot, I don't know what to do. I suppose I'm a suspect.
Your position obviously gives you the honor of being the prime suspect. But that would be too easy. You would not risk ruining your establishment's reputation. And, in addition to not having the profile of a thief, my dear friend, you asked Hercule Poirot for help.
So, I'm innocent.
Let's just say that for the moment, you are not suspect number one.
Okay, dude, what I really want is the combination to your safe. Could you possibly tell me?
Tell me about this ring.
Mr. Windlesham gave it to me earlier this evening. We put it in the safe together. I'm the only one with the combination. Even my employees don't know it. And no one was aware that the ring was in the safe. Mr. Windlesham and I retrieved it together.
Again, it would definitely help if you gave me the code.
You knew about the proposal?
Yes. Lord Windlesham asked me to organize the announcement. I warned the DJ he needed to know when to cut the music.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure we can eliminate Simon and Jackie just because I know the story. Which means we are down to the bartender, the Irish lady, and this dude. He's been checkmarked. Bartender's checkmarked. I'm not sure if he wants me to go interview the DJ or not. Okay, well, let me just make sure we've asked everybody everything, and then we'll see if we can figure this out.
Some questions then. Did you organize this evening?
Absolutely. I wanted everything to be perfect.
Ooh, hold on.
Instead, it's a disaster.
It is not a disaster yet. Poirot is here.
Okay, that was a little bit suspicious. And you know what? I know Lynette Ridgway didn't steal the ring, but we probably ought to go talk to her and see if she actually knows anything.
Anyway, makes sense. Probably, but still, didn't expect that. I thought so.
My darling, what a fiasco! Are you all right? Not too shaken up?
Can we talk about something else?
Well, speaking of failed engagements...
Oh, that's so much better.
Oh, that reminds me of the story of your maid.
Oh, Joanna, you're exaggerating. It was different. The poor thing had fallen for a strange man. She was very much in love, but I was suspicious. I hired a detective and he discovered that the guy was already married in Egypt.
You must make a lot of enemies, Lynette.
I did her a favor, you mean? But it broke her heart. She was so in love. I'd like to know such passion one day, like Jackie.
Oh, and that, darling, you are really gonna regret finding that out.
Lucky Jackie.
Okay, so now we've eavesdropped on her. So apparently we can now do a connection. Okay, what can we deduce? Well, I'm thinking it's that... Okay, he's not the thief, he's the only one with the code. That means the thief must have figured it out on their own. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this here, slowly but surely. Now I need to put myself in the thief's shoes and figure out the safe's code without Blondin's help. Okay, so he technically wasn't supposed to give it to me. Actually, you know what? I have a sneaking feeling that the club being founded in 1957...
has always loved
1957 might actually be the code.
This club is his pride.
Alright, so I'm gonna guess that the things with the check marks are things we have actually completed, and the things that don't have a check mark need to be completed. So pretty much what we need to do is we need to wander around and we need to find something that isn't check marked. Okay, well, after much poking around, I think I am going to have to actually interview Jackie, even though I know for a fact she didn't do it. So, Jackie, darling, talk to me.
Pardon me, mademoiselle.
The famous Hercule Poirot.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot. Sorry your evening out should turn into an investigation.
It happens more often than you might think.
Any sign of the missing ring?
Signs? Oh yes. And the direction they point in becomes clearer. Someone told me they saw you coming out of the storeroom where the stolen ring was. Is this true?
I just went to get a record so that the DJ could play my favorite song. He didn't even have it in his set.
And nobody questioned you when you went into the storeroom?
No, it was very easy.
How long did you stay in there?
Barely 2 minutes to find the record.
I hope you're not accusing Jackie of anything, Mr. Poirot.
I accuse no one, monsieur. I simply ask the questions. There is nothing to suggest the young lady is not telling the truth. Did you know about the proposal?
I suspected his lordship was either going to propose or talk about a new business deal. Hard to tell which.
The ring was stored in this safe.
Ah, okay, now it's letting me play with the safe. What did I say I thought it was? 1957, right? No, I want to go back and do that, please. Apparently I couldn't do it because I hadn't actually talked to, what's her name yet. And now that we have, we can do the thing. Yeah, it's going to be 1. No. Stop. Thank you. It's going to be 1, 9. Oh, shoot. I need to go back. 1957. Yes?
I found the code without anyone's help. The combination was...
Yes, it was. That's the only reason I got it. Okay, what's in here?
This is without doubt where Blondin kept the ring.
Not a big help.
Several bundles of notes.
Also not a big help. Okay, well, we did manage to finish investigating the office, which is good. There was no sign of a break-in, and the thief only took the ring and didn't grab the cash. Interesting. So, that tells us... Actually, let's see if we can find it on here. Okay, the thief left bundles of cash. The ring was stolen from the safe. Barman didn't know about the ring. I'm gonna guess maybe this one? Okay, motive's not money. No, it is not. Stolen random, no. Motive money, no. It's got to be that the money wasn't the motive.
One less puzzle to solve.
Yeah, they were definitely after just the ring. Nope, I wasn't done in there yet, thank you. I had one more connection I hadn't made yet. I think it was up here. Okay, are either one of these a thing we need to know? Ah, okay, we got one. Okay, Emily saw Jackie coming out of the storeroom. She did. Saw Lynette Ridgway coming out. No, it wasn't Blonde Mule. Yeah, it was Jacqueline that she saw. But Jacqueline wasn't stealing from the safe. She was only grabbing a record.
Exactly, that's it.
Okay, so here's my thinking. Now, we have done pretty much everything on this mind map thing, apart from this bit here. And that's connected to Joanna Southwood. Said she actually knew what's-his-name wanted to marry Lynette Ridgway. And that's Lynette Ridgway right there. And that's Joanna Southwood. She is also a brunette. So yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be her. And that hopefully once we start talking to her, she's going to trip up.
Can you tell me anything about the ring?
What a shame it's gone. It was beautiful. You know, I chose it.
You knew about the proposal?
Of course. Charles came to me to help him find an engagement ring. He knows I'm Lynette's best friend. I'd do anything for her.
Actually, Jackie's her best friend as far as I know.
Are you enjoying the party, mademoiselle?
Oh, I come here all the time with Lynette. Usually I love this club. But tonight, what a disaster. What luck you were here.
You could say that.
Okay, so she had means, motive, and opportunity. I have a suspicion I'm not going to be able to carry on with the case until I do talk to Lynette, so let's do that really quick.
Good evening, Mademoiselle Ridgway. May I ask you a few questions?
Monsieur Poirot, I presume? Of course. Your reputation precedes you. I recognized you straight away.
Especially your moustache.
Thank you. I'm very happy with it myself.
Lynette, I'd like you to meet the love of my life, Simon.
Your timing could be better, darling. Nice to meet you, Simon.
Jackie has told me a lot about you.
Lynette, you've got to give Simon a job. I know you need a manager for your estate. Simon would be perfect.
I'm sure he would be, dear, but this is hardly the time. I'm having a conversation with Mr. Poirot. You may not have noticed, but it appears there's been a theft. Come and see me on Monday, Simon, when things have quieted down.
Thanks, Lynette. Oh, I'm so happy. If I don't marry him, I'll die. I'll die. I'll die. Come on, Simon. Let's celebrate.
Yeah, if you actually know the story of Death on the Nile, you will understand why I'm chuckling.
Let's continue this conversation. Tell me about this ring.
When the barman brought up a bottle of champagne earlier, I was afraid Charles was going to propose. You know, something supposedly romantic like putting a ring in a glass of champagne.
A dangerous tradition. What if the intended swallows the ring? Did you know about the proposal?
I suspected it would happen. Everyone thinks we're already married, but we definitely are not. To be honest, I'm afraid of being eclipsed by him. I do not intend to live in any man's shadow. I was going to say no in front of everyone, but that would have been too embarrassing for both of us.
The theft. It was a lifesaver then for Miss Ridgway.
And again, pretty good odds that her best friend did it, I'm thinking. Alright, well, let's see if we can make any more connections on here now. Okay, the reason for the theft was to prevent a proposal. It obviously wasn't for the insurance, and nobody cared about the resale value. So yeah, it's gotta be that.
Well done.
And now, I am thinking... Yeah, it's gotta be Joanna Southwood that did it, since that's supposedly her best friend. He definitely wanted the proposal. She didn't, but she wouldn't have stolen it. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gotta be Joanna Southwood. Oh, select two people who might want to steal the ring. Okay, that would explain why that wasn't letting me do that. hate to say it, but the other possible suspect I've got is going to end up being Lynette. So yeah, it's got to be one of you two, and I'm going to go out on a limb and guess it's Joanna.
Correct. Lynette Ridgway has told her friend Joanna Southwood that she doesn't want to marry Lord Windlesham. So both women have a reason for wanting to prevent the proposal to occur. Another victory for Poirot, of course.
Okay, so is that it for the case? Alright, so who do I have to talk to now to wrap this up?
I'm sure you've heard that a ring has been stolen from the safe in Monsieur Blondin's office.
I didn't know anything about the ring. I've just heard that there's been a theft, but I didn't leave the bar all evening. I didn't see anyone enter the storeroom.
Harry, you answer my questions before I ask them.
I can assure you that I know nothing, Mr. Poirot.
Okay, which of these sentences contains a lie? Yeah, apparently I missed him at some point or another. So didn't know anything about the ring, just heard there's been a theft.
I don't think you've been entirely honest with me.
What makes you say that?
Well, the fact that you completely missed what's-her-name going into the thing behind you? Okay, what do we got? We got the ring was stolen, didn't know about the ring, ring was no longer in the thing. Oh, that's right, actually, he brought a bottle of champagne up to what's-her-name upstairs.
You forget that you stepped away from the bar to take a bottle to Miss Ridgway. The thief could very well have taken advantage of that moment.
Well, it's just that Mr. Blondin had ordered me not to leave the bar, but a customer insisted that I take a bottle of champagne to the VIP lounge on the first floor. I thought 2 minutes away from the bar wouldn't be so bad. Please don't tell Mr. Blondin.
Who placed the order?
I can't remember. There were too many customers this evening.
Oh, you absolutely do remember who it was. It was Lynette Ridgway. Okay, resolution unlocked. So the reason I couldn't solve this was actually because I hadn't talked to him yet. Okay, at the end of a mystery, the central node turns into the final activity. In this case, a mental reconstruction has been unlocked. Press E to enter the node and conclude the mystery. Oh, okay, this is actually really cool. Okay, tab to open and close the facts panel. Okay, validate all the facts related to the reconstruction to complete it. Gray is undefined, green is valid, red is impossible. Okay, so how do we go about doing this here? Oh, okay, I did finally get there.
The clouds
Whew.
and all is clear. Joanna Southwood waits until there are no more customers at the bar, then distracts the barman by asking him to take a bottle upstairs. She enters Blondin's office and closes the door. She figures out the code to the safe with childlike ease, as I was able to do, and grabs the jewel. At the same time, Jacqueline de Belfort enters the storeroom to pick up a record purely by coincidence. She leaves again, and Mademoiselle Duns spots her when coming out of the ladies. Alone again, Miss Southwood leaves and returns upstairs with the ring. The barman returns to his post and suspects nothing. Mademoiselle Southwood, you are a thief.
Bravo! You found me out. I'm not going to deny it, but I did it to help my friend Lynette. I was going to return the ring at the end of the evening.
What? You stole the ring? Why would you do that?
To help you. You didn't want to marry Charles. No ring, no engagement. And I admit, I wanted to see his face when he opened that empty box.
Give me the ring now, and I'll forget to mention you when I give it back to Lord Windlesham. Monsieur Windlesham, I have your ring.
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. But who was the thief? Where did you find it?
It was nothing more than a prank, but don't worry. The ring would have been returned to you in the end.
Well, the important thing is that I can finally ask Lynette to marry me.
Forgive me, but I wouldn't do it. She might say no.
What? How could she? I'm alone. It's preposterous. It's these new times we live in.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's nothing to do with you being an arrogant nitwit.
Good evening, monsieur.
So, Mademoiselle Royce, let's see what you've slipped into my pocket.
You noticed? Of course you did. I should have known better.
I see. You tried to discover who the thief was. And you were correct. Impressive. That's right.
Oh, Miss Royce, did you find out who the thief was? I'm very impressed. How did you do it?
Oh, well, a detective never reveals her secrets.
I gotta admit, I am a little bit curious, given that you didn't interview anybody or even get up from your bar stool.
Jane, we should get going. I'll get our things and wait for you outside. Au revoir, Mr. Poirot.
Mr. Poirot, it's been a pleasure to meet you.
A shared pleasure, mademoiselle. Madame?
Okay, well, I thought I was actually going to end up being critical of this game because of the way it was going to be dealing with the character of Poirot and the classic murder mystery Death on the Nile, which, as I mentioned in the beginning, I am an absolutely huge fan of. But I feel like the little mini mystery they gave us as a teaser was actually fairly interesting, and I like the way that they tied it into the story that I know so well, even though it wasn't actually part of the story that I know so well. So yeah, I'm actually starting to get really excited to find out what their take on Death on the Nile is going to be. And on that incredibly satisfied note, as always, I've been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed checking out the Death on the Nile demo. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one.
It can't be. It's Hercule Poirot. Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
What do you suggest I do? And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news. But we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a small idea of the situation.
I'm May Leach. My, you got here quickly.
I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me. It is a big case, Miss Royce. A dangerous one. What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search each of you. Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
Tomorrow, the day at least is here. Every question must have its answer.